This is the IaCT video then for the Year 8 baseline assessment. Section A was the knowledge recall. Your teacher may have already gone through a video in order to make sure that the correct answers have already been inputted. If they have not, then it's your job now to be able to do the research to get the correct answers. So work your way through those questions 1 through to 20, please. Section 2 then, historical skills, question 1. It's an inference question. An inference is an educated guess. So what you can't do is you can't infer anything that you can actually see. That would be comprehension. But what you can do is you can make an educated guess about Elizabeth, because the question here is about Elizabeth, based on what you can see. But you can't write what you see. Inference is an educated guess. I can infer something about her. Often it's good to think about moods or emotions, and then the details in the source. Because it's a picture source, you then need to refer to what you can see, but the inference itself cannot be comprehension. You do this twice. In the exam you would have 5 minutes to do 2 of them. A good little trick for the second inference is to cover up the content that helped you with the first inference to make sure you don't repeat yourself. Section 3, the next section, I beg your pardon, is the chronology element, another skill. Take the events here and number them from the earliest to the latest. It is designed to make you think. Several events are in the same year, so you have to pay attention to the months. Number them here 1 to 10. Question 3, nature, origin and purpose. We're now not focusing on what you know about the Magna Carta, we're focusing on the source. So here is the source. Nature, what kind of source is it? Is it a diary? Is it a photograph? Is it a chair? Is it a pencil? What is this source? Origin, who produced it and when? Think about primary and secondary sources, but that's not the answer. Who produced it and when? Why was this document made? Why was it produced? Finally, the most challenging question. Bearing in mind what it is, who wrote it and when, and why it was written, how might that affect the content, what's written in it, and how it is written? Nature, origin, purpose. Moving on, read the next question. This is the features question. Once you've read the source, one feature of a Motte and Bailey castle is, and then back it up with a sentence of explanation. A second feature of a Motte and Bailey castle is, and back it up with a piece of evidence. These could be a quote from the source, or it could be something written in your own words. A feature is a distinctive part of something, in this case a castle, in the same way that your nose and your eyes are a feature of your face. A pencil and a pen are features of stationery in a pencil case. A handle is a feature of a door. A chimney is a feature of a house. 2 features of a Motte and Bailey castle. Question 6, PEA, point, evidence, analysis. Point, what is the theme, the topic, the idea of a paragraph? A paragraph should be about one thing. What is that one thing? And it appears at the front of a paragraph. E, evidence. What is the evidence to back up your point? And finally, A, analysis. How does the evidence help you answer the question? In this case, why did William win the Battle of Hastings? The clue for analysis is that it should include the word because, which will lead you to analysis. P is where you categorize a topic, the theme or idea of a paragraph. Evidence is your knowledge that backs it up, and the analysis is where you think. Using that information, please write your own PEA paragraph. If you can go as far as to include a subordinate clause, please do so. Ideally, label your P, your E and your A. Finally, when you get your final piece of work back, please identify and reflect, as you should have already done, where your strengths and your weaknesses lie. Identify, please, a target for improvement.